Hey, and welcome to Morning Brew with your girl Germaine. Well, you got to give me a moment because I decided to brew my coffee while we're live instead of bringing my mug with me, right? So hold on, it's going. So, yes, okay. So, hey, you guys, welcome back. Welcome back. I hope you have a few minutes to just stop by for a coffee break so we can share in a coffee brew or maybe some tea if you're drinking tea, juice, soda, whatever you're drinking. Just take a few minutes, take your break with me on Morning Brew, okay? And let me tell you a little bit about today's message, what we're going to be talking about. Stop apologizing for evolving. Please, please stop apologizing for evolving. Okay, so listen, I'm gonna give it a few moments as people are coming in. Let me know you're here. Let me know what you're drinking. Maybe I can, you can order something off the menu. I don't know how I'm gonna get it to you, but maybe we could just deliver it in the message, right? So, but if you're chiming in, just let me know you're chiming in. I am drinking mushroom coffee today. Yes, we've been drinking that for the past few days. And you know what's so interesting is that thank you for those that have been checking this out and even the coffee companies that are engaging with me regarding their brew or their brands. And so, what's interesting is all I know is being consistent. Yes, we talked about this in the brew yesterday. Being consistent, you never know who may show up as you're growing. So, we're just going to keep growing. We're going to keep being consistent. And we're going to invite those to come into the community. Or you guys got to tell me what you think about Bold Brew Crew. Let me know. It hasn't really like captured me yet, but I am looking for suggestions. What can our community be called? Or do we just call it our community, our family? Whatever it is, thank you for stopping by and also engaging with us. And yes, we love bringing new brands to the market. Also, like with our Authors Brew Friday, we bring new authors in and they spill the tea on their stories, their books, their journey. And guess what we're going to be introducing? So, I'm going to get into the message. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. But guess what we're going to be introducing? We're going to be introducing Mixed Blend. Mixed Blend is also going to be our Wednesday Mixed Blend segment, whereas we will be talking to people just from all walks of life. Everybody's voice, everybody's story doesn't just show up in a book. It could show up in so many different formats. So we're going to be inviting guests to come in for Mixed Blend Wednesdays, and we're going to be talking and chopping up some things about their journey. And guys, do y'all hear my coffee? My coffee is coming, it's on its way. And so I'm ready for it too. So, but nevertheless, stay tuned. A lot is happening. We're evolving. Look, we are evolving. Yes, the brand is evolving, and I am so excited about it. And you know what? I'm excited about all of you for stopping by and taking some of these brew topics along the day with you as you stop by for a quick coffee break. So, but let me get into it, okay? I know I can't keep you all day. Okay, that's doing this. It's doing what it's supposed to do. And so let's talk a little bit about why do you keep apologizing for you evolving? Yeah. Okay. So I want you to just start owning your growth without guilt. Own your growth without guilt. All right, you guys might have to give me a second because I could definitely use some coffee and I'm already getting my sweetener ready. Okay, it's on its way. It's still dripping a little, but let's talk a little bit about owning your growth without guilt. Growth isn't always celebrated. You know that. It's not always celebrated, especially if it makes other people feel uncomfortable. Yeah. Let that steep just a little while the coffee is making its way into the mug. But um I want you on this journey as we take this journey today about evolving. I want you to think about your own present situation and I want you to think about certain people that's in your life, certain circumstances, scenarios, events, whatever it is. I want you to start just thinking and looking at things with a clear view, clear eyes, right? Okay. So many of us, we tend to shrink ourselves to stay quiet or suppress our own evolution because we might be afraid of being labeled. Oh, you're so different. You know what? Stop being fake, right? Or okay, that's a little bit too much. You know what I'm talking about, right? Think about the people that is coming from that's making you feel this way. But here's the truth. You're not here to stay the same. And if anybody tries to keep you boxed in, run. Run. You are meant to evolve. Okay, so once again, in this brew today, I'm giving you your permission slip. I'm giving you a permission slip to grow boldly and unapologetically. We talked about that, and we've been talking about that. Hold on, let me see if my coffee's ready. Okay, a few more drips are coming through. But all right, guys. So once again, stop apologizing for you evolving. Please stop apologizing. I have, some loved ones of mine, and it's like, stop apologizing. Everything doesn't need to have an apology. Just be you. Live comfortably in you. Remember, this is your life. This is your story. You are the leading person in your life. Okay. So I want you to stop always apologizing for being you. All right. Now, don't get it twisted. Sometimes an apology is necessary, but not all the time. Stop apologizing for everything good. Stop apologizing for your growth. Just grow. Okay. Can you please do that? Can you please just grow? All right. So here we go, guys. In this segment of the morning brew, we're going to start pouring a little bit into purpose. A little bit, just so you could digest it. Okay. So give me a second. Let me grab my coffee. And it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. Okay. I got my coffee. And now I can make my coffee as we finish this conversation, right? So now, with that being said, okay, guys. All right, hold on. Give me a second. Pouring a little creamer in. I got to put my hazelnut creamer in. It makes the difference. All right, here we go. So, yeah, you might be making your whatever you're drinking. You might be making that too at this time. All right, so let's get into, as we pour a little into purpose, change doesn't mean betrayal. Sometimes the people around you will confuse your growth with disloyalty. Is that you? Are you right now experiencing that? Please let me know. Let me know if that's you, okay? If you are going through and people are confusing the fact that you're growing and evolving with you being disloyal to them. Goodness, sometimes people need to put a spotlight on themselves. Are they even being loyal to themselves? But they want to put that on you, right? So, all right. Hold on. I need to take a sip. I've been holding out a little long. So, but nevertheless, let's get a little more into it. They'll say you've changed. And they'll say that as they mean it for your bad, as if it's something that's bad for you, that you're evolving and you're changing. I want you to pay attention. I want you to really pay attention to the signs and just how people are moving when you are going through a phase of evolving. So, or evolving doesn't mean you're abandoning them. That's how they may feel. They know something's up. But it just means you're answering your next assignment. You're preparing yourself to get to your next assignment. So start looking at things differently. But we get so consumed in what people think and what people may say, right? Hold on. Oh, that's good. I know most people say, mushroom tea, you got to get used to the taste and all that. It's all on how you doctor it up. But that's good. And I needed it. Mm. All right, guys, let's get back into this. So, You're not leaving them behind, even though that's a fear of theirs. They're being left behind. You're honoring you, who you're becoming. I want you to start thinking about you and where you want to go on this journey, where you want to end up, where you want to be. So, don't, if you're a people pleaser, this might be hard for you to do because you're always going to put others before you. If you are a people pleaser, do you realize that you make others the leading role in your life, in your story, and you become the, you know, you become maybe the extra. You put yourself all the way down to that level of being the extra in your story or the supporting cast member to your story. I want you to start thinking differently. It is okay. It is okay for you to evolve on this journey in life. You are purpose, you are destined for something far greater. So, all right, let's talk a little more about it. So, your healing, your clarity, your purpose. Do you believe they deserve to grow? I do. I believe they deserve to grow. Even if anyone doesn't go with you, trust me, it's okay. Sometimes in life, you have to journey that road alone to get everything you need without distractions, without being consumed, without thinking of someone else. You have to go through those things, okay? It's okay. It's okay. And I just want to shout out, oh my goodness, Camille Trim Digwell. It's been years. Thank you so much for chiming in. So good to see you. So good to see you. And I'm so glad that you're chiming in for Morning Brew with your girl, Germaine. So hopefully you'll become a permanent part of the community. I hope so. It's good to see you. Gosh, we should really catch up. It's been a long time. And good morning, Leslie. Thank you so much for always being, look, consistent. You are always in the community with me and part of the family. So thank you so much. So, like I said, today, we're in a message and we're talking about please stop apologizing for evolving. And right now, we're just pouring into purpose. So, growth may cost you comfort. Yep. And a lot of times, guess what? We don't want to feel uncomfortable. Not at all. We don't want to feel uncomfortable. So, we'll just take whatever comes and we'll stay in a place thinking that it's a good space because we don't want to be uncomfortable. Sometimes we need to be uncomfortable. So think about this. When you start thinking bigger, right? And you're choosing better, or you're even speaking louder because now there's a boldness and a confidence that you are gaining. Guess what's going to happen? Think about it. You tell me, guess what's going to happen? What's going to happen is you're going to shake up some things. You're going to shake up some rooms that you may be in. You may even shake up some people that's standing close to you. And a lot of times, there is a consequence to you growing and evolving. You may lose some approvals. You will. I'm going to take May out. You will lose approvals. You'll even outgrow some conversations. And some of you right now going through that right now. I know you are. That person is still talking about what happened 5 years ago. It's like, could they start evolving? No, but they want to subject you to that. You've already moved past that and they don't even notice it. But be mindful because those are the ones that will keep you in bondage or keep you stuck because they are afraid to grow. So you'll start questioning everything you used to accept. This is what's happening because you're evolving right now, right? So when I say stop apologizing, please stop apologizing for your growth. Just grow, evolve. It's okay. Okay? Your purpose to grow and evolve. Think about it. Do you think we should stay an infant child for our whole entire life's journey? No. I'm an adult woman. I'm grown, right? I'm a grown adult woman. I am no longer a child, which means evolution has taken place over the course of my lifetime. which means we can't stay in one place forever. Grow without apologizing, without guilt. All right. You never know who's waiting for you to get to that place you need to be at in order for them to receive what they need to help them grow along this journey and evolve. So, I want you to know that those that want to question everything, or you begin to start questioning everything that you used to accept, that's not regression. No, that's realignment. Just know you're being realigned. Yes, you are being realigned for the next, whatever that next may look like in your life. And it often feels lonely. Sometimes we got to journey on this journey of discovery. We got to go alone at it. Everybody cannot come with you. Everybody is not even equipped to go where you're going. So stop bringing extra baggage on a journey because you don't know how to let it go. Let go. This is a solo journey right now for you to get to the next place. Okay. And also, journeying alone, going on this journey alone, yes, it is going to happen until you get to a place of really feeling free. And the funny thing is, once you start evolving and getting to another level in your life, you start looking like, what took me so long? I cannot believe I carry these people this long on my back with me. Yeah, you start seeing things a whole lot different till everything around you start responding to you differently. Watch. Just keep along this journey of evolving. Yep. And the comfort zones are cozy, but they do not birth breakthroughs. Mm-mm. Nope. So listen, we're going to continue to pour into purpose because you don't need permission to evolve. Can I say that again? You don't need permission to evolve. Your growth is not a group project. I know you like people to be around. I know you like being around people and you want people to be in your space with you. I know. Sometimes it could cripple you. It could stop you. It could hinder you from moving forward, taking the next steps because you've gotten so comfortable in that space, being around everybody. Because guess what? They kind of give you the applauses, they clap for you, they really let they kind of they boost your ego, in other words, right? But sometimes you got to separate yourself. You do. Sometimes some journeys in life, in order for you to evolve, you got to do it solo. It's okay. It doesn't last forever. All right. And it doesn't mean that let me just cut everybody off in my life. No, some relationships are healthy. Some relationships are going to be a part of helping you evolve. But then there's some other ones that, you know what? It feels like weights holding me down. Whew, it's time. It's time to cut the cords, look, break the chains and move forward. So, all right, guys, you're allowed to redefine yourself. Okay. I really want to encourage you with this. You are allowed to redefine yourself, even if they only remember the old version of you. Now, let me ask because most of you guys know most people that may be in your space, it's easy for people to say, oh, I remember when. Oh, don't think you better than everybody else because I knew you when. Or sound familiar? Mm. They didn't even take time to see that you a totally new person. And yes, that's who I was at that point in my life. But it's been 10, 20 years later, and you still holding me hostage to that old person? There's no residue of that old person even on me anymore, right? Think about it. I just want you to think about your own journey. I want you to think about those that are trying to hold you in captive, in prison about your yesteryears. Yeah. So Hey, over on Instagram, Breakthrough Branding. Thank you for joining in the conversation. Thank you for stopping by for a quick coffee break. So, just so you know, we are saying today's brew is stop apologizing for evolving. And so, all right, guys, in this part of the morning brew, it's the time where I give you two questions that I want you to reflect on throughout your day or throughout your week. Hey, you may just plant these questions, water them, and go back to them next year. I don't know. I just want to leave them with you. So, where have you been dimming your growth to stay liked or accepted? Now, I want you to be careful because we are in a time of social media, this digital media world. Just like now, you all are chiming in for this coffee break or morning brew. So I want you to keep in mind that are you building and evolving for the sake of just getting people to like you or accept you? Mm. So let me ask that question again. Where have you been dimming your growth to stay liked or accepted? That's for you to think about. I cannot give you the answer for your life. I have to answer it for myself, right? And then the second question, the second reflection that I want you to think about, what's one shift you're ready to make without guilt? Ooh, that guilt is a strong word. And a lot of times we hold on too tight to guilting ourselves out of doing something or not doing something, right? So, those are reflections for you to really think about. So, listen, this is the final sip time because like I said, I don't like keeping you long, but I am so thankful that you all do show up for these coffee breaks. Um for morning brew. And like I said, morning brew, we also have the evening course live at 6:05 p.m. and you can definitely catch that on our YouTube channel, Morning Brew with Germaine, or the Facebook. And it's always in the link in the descriptions. Okay. So, but with that being said, right, I want to leave you some final sips, something for you to be encouraged, empowered, and you know what? Start moving boldly in your authentic self, unapologetically. So, you know, you may hear this that you're too hard to love. Please be careful of listening to those that want to put things in your mind, your spirit about who you are, right? Be mindful, be careful. Um, you're not too hard to love. You're just no longer easy to manipulate. Yeah, know the source of what these messages are coming from, the person that's giving you this information. Because a lot of times people always people want to, depending on who's in your circle, be mindful of those that want to manipulate you so they can maintain in a certain position and literally bend you to their will. Yeah, be mindful. Also, you're not acting brand new. Mm-mm. Now, these are things as you're evolving, you're going to get some of this, okay? You're not acting brand new. No, you're just walking in your next, whatever that next may look like for you. So be mindful when you start hearing these things come from people. A lot of times people are just afraid of their own evolving, they don't want to be left behind. So don't get caught up in somebody making you feel bad about moving to the next level in your life. And please don't apologize to them for making you feel bad or guilting you. No, just do it. And then also, you don't owe anyone the version of you they're still comfortable with. Be mindful, be watchful, pay attention, pay attention. And it's always those a lot of times that they see you better than you see yourself. So they already know that, uh-oh, I'm gonna need to do something because I don't need this person to exit my life, even if it's probably the end of the season and it's time for you to exit their life. I don't know anybody's situation. I just know my own. So, with that, I just want you to start being a little more mindful, start really looking and make you number one in your life. You are the leading person in your life, in your story. You are. You are nobody. In your story, you are not the supporting cast member. You're not. You're not the extra being hired for a day. You're not. You are the leading role in your life. Always remember that. You'll start looking at things a little differently. So, but with that being said, you all, you know how we do, and maybe you don't. But at the end, on our final sip, because I know people have to go back to work, get back to their life, what they're doing, we normally sip slow, but I want you to start stretching freely. And I want you to be allowed to know and be allowed to evolve. It's okay, evolve. That's your assignment today, right? From Morning Brew to you. I just want to leave you a little gift to evolve, grow unapologetically. And please, if you fix your lips to say, I'm sorry, or to apologize in any way because you're growing, you're doing exactly what you need to do, think about it 3 seconds before you say, I'm sorry, or before you apologize, because maybe you won't. Okay. Count it out. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I am evolving. I'm growing and I feel so great about life. And what I realize is everybody can't go on this journey with me. So be prepared. It is not me being mean, whatever. It is me getting to the next place in my life. And I'm happy about it. Hey, Jesse Moss 92775, my sister. Miss you. Thank you for chiming in on Instagram. And Teresa Merritt Watson, my girlfriend. Always good to have you chime in with us. So, once again, thank you guys so much. If you didn't catch all this, you know what? Just hit me up. Check out the YouTube channel. Like I said, we are evolving. Morning Brew with your girl Germaine. We're evolving. Things are changing. Things are looking a little differently. I'm excited because guess what? On Fridays, if you don't know, we do have Authors Brew Friday. So if you are someone and you want to be able to share your story, come on and spill the tea about your story, about your journey. How did you get there? What was your why to even sit down and write your book? Let's talk about it on Authors Brew Friday. We are open to receive you to share with the world. Also, we are going to be introducing on Wednesdays Mixed Blend Wednesdays. Mixed Blend Wednesdays. You know what? We just gonna mix it up a little, and we're gonna bring some guests in studios because everybody's story doesn't always show up in book format. It may show up in different ways, and you know what? We're going to talk about it through a mixed blend. And hey, we even may have group chats on Mixed Blend Wednesdays. So that is coming really soon. Stay tuned. Okay. And then I'm excited because guess what? Who would have thought being consistent, showing up every day? Check out that coffee brew from yesterday. But who would have thought being consistent and showing up every day, it would allow people to be interested in Morning Brew? Companies, coffee companies have been reaching out and we are engaging them to bring them on as sponsors so they can share their brands with all of you globally. I'm so excited and I am so interested in trying some new brews. Okay. But thank you all. I love you so much for chiming in and for showing up. We'll be back tomorrow with a new message. So hopefully you can sneak away and take your coffee break with us tomorrow. But once again, make sure in the description, go check out the new community, which is I'm trying to brand everything Morning Brew with Germaine. So you can check out the website. You can also check out the YouTube channel. The community is building. Make sure you leave comments, likes, just share. I look forward to you sharing information, insight, joining in the conversation. But until then, I will see you tomorrow on Morning Brew with your girl Germaine. Can't wait. We have a whole new message that we're going to talk about. Okay. It's a different brew. Yes. See you tomorrow. Have a great day. And please, please, no apologizing for you evolving. Just evolve. Have a great one. Bye.